The Roth conversion challenge. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Most people are aware of what a Roth account is. Remember, that's the account you place after tax dollars in, and then it grows tax-free. And after you reach the ripe old age of 59 and a half, you can start withdrawing money from the Roth account, and you never paid tax on all that growth. Well, that's a pretty awesome idea. Unfortunately, though, many people find they're limited on how much money they can put in a Roth. You're actually limited by several factors. One of them is you must have earned income. So if you're in retirement and you've stopped working, you can't contribute to a Roth. What other ways? Well, for a lot of people, and hopefully you're one of them, your income is too high and it doesn't allow you to put money in a Roth. And that's a great thing because it means you're working really hard and you're getting paid for it. And that's certainly a good thing. But what I'm talking about is a Roth conversion. And let me talk to you about this. For most people, we find they've actually saved most of their money through a 401, some form of employee-sponsored plan, an IRA, a 403b, the alphabet soup of retirement savings, which means every time you got paid, you were taking a little bit of your check, or hopefully a lot of your check, and putting it into that account. And you were not paying taxes on the money that was going in. So it means when you want to take money out of that account later in life, in retirement hopefully, you now have to actually pay taxes on that money. But you were able to put it all in there and get the magic of hopefully earning, growing over time, compounding interest and going up and doing all the cool stuff. And now you found yourself with a great 401k. You're thinking about retirement. You go, I've got $1 million in my 401. I've got $5 million in my 401. I have $20 million in my 401, my 403. Good for you. But how much of it's yours? You say, well, Mark, that's mine. I have an individual retirement account, an IRA, and it has $10 million in it. That's my $10 million. No, it's not. You see, those accounts have a partner, and your partner is that favorite uncle, Uncle Sam. And your Uncle Sam your partner can and will change the rules on that account. And what I mean by change the rules is this. You might have been contributing money in a time when you could have taken it back out and maybe taken it out of the account while you're in, let's say, a 20% tax bracket. So it means if you took $1 out of the account, you would owe your partner 20 cents on that dollar. Remember, you've never paid tax on it. If you took out $100, you would owe $20 in that same 20% tax bracket. Well, when I say they can change the rules, what if you find yourself later in life and you want to take $1 out, but you're in a 30% tax bracket or a 40% tax bracket? So now, to get $1 to go spend, you're going to need to take $1.40 to get the dollar because your partner changed the rules. And what I mean by that is taxes are changing, and they're changing rapidly. The Donald Trump tax plan expires at the end of 2025, if not sooner. Right now, we expect it to stay in place until the end of 2025. When that happens, taxes are going up. Most people are going to find that in retirement, their taxes are going to go up. So here's the big question. Why hasn't your current big box retail planner, the one you've worked with for the last 10 years or 15 years, why haven't they contacted you and helped you take the Roth conversion challenge? And when I say challenge, here's what I mean. Most people have found in 2022 that their accounts have gone down, their IRAs, their 401s have gone down because of market volatility, and that we've come off of those highs that we saw in 21, and the markets are way down. So you now have less money in your 401, and that's never a good thing. But why haven't they called you to talk to you about taking a negative, markets being down, and losses, and turning that into a positive? Now listen, you know as well as I do that markets are going to come back. We're going to find the bottom. We haven't found it yet, in my opinion, but it's coming. And when it does, then markets will start to improve, and we'll start to earn those dollars back. Well, that's pretty cool. But why haven't we taken some of those 401 dollars, those IRA dollars, money you've never paid tax on, and done advanced tax planning for you, and seen and looking at if it's a good time to move money from the 401 into the Roth account, so that as the markets come back up, you make all those gains back in a tax-free account. Now think about this for a minute. We know the markets are down, but we know they're going to come back up. What if we could move some of that money over to the Roth and get those gains back for you in a tax-free account, so that later in life, when you want to get a dollar out of it, regardless of what the taxes have gone to in this country, you want a dollar out of the Roth, you go get a dollar, and you get an actual dollar without having to give part of it to your favorite uncle. That's the whole idea of the Roth conversion challenge. And now the interesting thing about this is you're not limited if you're actually retired to saying, oh, I can't do the Roth. Oh, yes, you can. You can do the Roth conversion, absolutely. Mark, I make too much money. I'm happy you make too much money to contribute to a Roth. But it's not going to stop you from doing the Roth conversion challenge if it's appropriate. But why haven't they picked up the phone and called you and said, hey, you're down in your 401, you're down in your IRA. Sorry about that. But let's try to turn a negative into a positive. Let's see if we can move money out of that account and get it into a Roth so that you never pay taxes on that money in the future. This is the whole idea. Now think about this. If those big box retail stockbrokers, not fiduciaries, because most likely you're not working with a fiduciary. We're licensed, everyone at Alloy Wealth that is an advisor is licensed in the exact same way. They're licensed as fiduciaries, which means we have to do what's in your best interest. We have the CPAs here to do the advanced tax planning to see if it makes sense to move money out of the IRA, the 401, into a Roth at this time, and why you should do that. And we can put it on paper so that you have the information you need to make a good decision. Well, let's talk about that big box retailer for a minute. Think about this. If they contacted every one of their clients that should be doing a Roth conversion, and let's say they looked at this particular client, Mark and Nancy, let's say, and they said, hey, we believe $100,000 should come out of that IRA and go into the Roth. And because you're currently in a 20% tax bracket, using that example. So they pull $100,000 out of the IRA, they take 20% out for taxes, now they put $80,000 in the Roth. But think about it, okay? They used to be being paid to manage $100,000. Once they do the Roth conversion for you and take that 20% out and pay Uncle Sam, your partner, that entire $80,000 that's in the Roth has now had all the taxes paid on it. But guess what? They're only being paid to manage $80,000. If they did that for every client that should be doing it, they'd have a shareholder revolt. And that's another reason why you need to be working with a firm that it has your best interests at heart. It's irrelevant about what it does for the firm. It's a matter of what it does for you. And for most people, for many people, getting that money out of the 401s, the IRAs, and into Roth accounts so they can continue to grow those dollars back as the markets rebound and do it in a tax-free manner could be one of the best things they can do to actually improve their retirement situation. And we're doing that even if taxes don't change. But guess what? You and I both know with us being $30 trillion in debt, your taxes are going to change. So as taxes continue to go up, that money you've already converted, you never have to pay taxes on again. There's a link below in the screen that you can click on, and we will be happy to talk to you about a Roth conversion for you, and we'll do it absolutely complimentary. Our team of certified financial planners will build a written retirement plan that addresses your concerns in retirement. Not what we want to do with your money, what you want to do with your money. That's what matters. Pick up the phone today, reach out to us, click the link below, and let's get started on building a confident financial future.